A CubeSmart, which was burglarized last month, has been revisited by thieves multiple times.
Yeah, the place is just a mess, and 2 on your side's Brittany Weiss talked to one renter who is really upset.
An absolute mess, like a bomb went off. An explosion of people's belongings scattered in the aisles, left behind. What does it look like to you?
Like a junkyard. It's like everything been ransacked and gone through.
This Baton Rouge CubeSmart was burglarized in October. Steve Shaffett is one of the victims.
I figured at least had that cleaned up and tidied up by now, but it just got worse.
Thieves revisiting the opportunity several times.
They're probably still coming back.
Shaffett had been renting here for 3 years, storing work supplies. The lock was cut off. All of his stuff is gone.
Generators to materials for houses, all that stuff is gone.
He says the front gate had been broken for months.
They got the fence fixed, but I mean, you can drive a truck through this hole right here, pretty much.
There are cameras all over this place. Signs say 24-hour surveillance. Police say they were unable to get any video. Shaffett is pretty upset about the whole thing, losing all of his stuff and then not hearing from CubeSmart until last week.
Finally got a phone call last week from them stating that we need to come check your locker because we had a string of break-ins. I was like, well, that was over a month ago.
I have had a similar experience.
Since this all happened, I have contacted CubeSmart by phone and by email at least a dozen times. I have not received a response back.
More calls this week.
Good afternoon, Eric. It's Brittany
Nothing.
Weiss.
Until a text from a district manager saying they couldn't discuss this, and my request would be forwarded to the media and legal departments. Shaffett says he isn't renting here anymore, yet still got a bill.
They're trying to say I was late on my payments, even though I closed it out October the 6th.
Shaffett values his stuff at about $14 grand. He had insurance, but it won't cover much of that.
What do you think CubeSmart needs to do?
Oh, you need to recommend everybody else's stuff that's in there. At least they need to put up something to help everybody else with their losses.
According to the CubeSmart contract, it says the customer releases the owner from any claims if the cube contents are lost, stolen, or damaged for any reason. Even so,
this is not a one-unit thing. This is the whole slew, the whole complex has been broken into.
Shaffett thinks CubeSmart should have to hold up their end of the bargain too and keep the place secure. 2 on your side in Baton Rouge, Brittany Weiss, WBRZ News 2.